Can't believe it, but I'm starting day 5 now, hiking from Rubiães to Valença, which lies right on the edge of the border with Spain. So today's my last day here in Portugal before I cross over. And thankfully I have only about 10 miles, so I'm happy about that, because yesterday I was hoping would be a good recovery day from the long 22-mile hiking day, but yesterday was just so intense. Even today I'm feeling a bit sore, and unfortunately my pack and some things are still wet from yesterday too, so hopefully today I can kind of just reset and get back to normal. Thankfully last night it did stop raining, so my German friend and I were able to walk down the street to a restaurant in this small town and have a Pilgrims menu, which was pretty nice. It had some kind of a vegetable soup as a starter, and then I had pork with salad, french fries, rice, and it came with wine, so that was nice. The bummer was last night I didn't really get much sleep somehow. I tried to nap yesterday, didn't sleep long, and then I had hoped to sleep in and get more sleep, but I just didn't sleep as well in that municipal albergue. But I'm going to a fancier hostel today, so I'm excited, and I'm sure I'll get better sleep there. So a little less than 3 miles in, I reached a somewhat larger town and stopped in Cafe Castro because in my Wise Pilgrim app that I use to navigate, everybody was commenting that that cafe has amazing pasteis de nata. So I went in and I got 2 of those and a café con leite, and it was really amazing. I agree with them. Definitely worth the stop. I forget the name of the town, but I'll drop it in on this video when I upload it. But yeah, great place to stop. Staff were really nice. They gave me a cute little stamp, although they put it in upside down, but I guess that'll help me remember. And yeah, now I'm walking through this delightful forest path, and it's just really lovely. I was reading in my book last night, I think some of the forests I'll walk through today have eucalyptus, some have cork. You know, Portugal is, I think, the #1 producer of cork in the world. If not the #1, they're one of the biggest. You know, you go to stores here and you can find like bags and even shoes, like all sorts of things made out of cork. So yeah, this is really lovely, quiet forest walk. So one of the things I've noticed so far on the Portuguese Camino route that has surprised me is it doesn't seem like there's as much of that religious, spiritual experience that you can get on the Francés. You know, it seems like every time we pass a church, no matter what time of day it is, it's always closed. You can't go in, you can't get a stamp. And I haven't seen anything about Pilgrims Mass either. You know, on the Camino Francés, I ended up going to Pilgrims Mass multiple times. I mean, it was in Spanish, but it was still a really nice experience. And then yeah, like I stayed at an albergue that was run by nuns who were volunteering there and super excited for the pilgrims. We sang with them. You know, I visited one small little church, and you could just tell the woman was so excited for us to be there, and she gave us all necklaces with the Virgin Mary for protection for the rest of the way. So, you know, those were just really cool experiences that I figured you would get on the central route, at least, of the Portuguese way, but I haven't seen them yet. So, you know, I'm only on day 5, so we'll see how the rest of the way goes. Maybe things will be different in Spain. I'll let you guys know. I was starting to feel hungry, but was close enough to Valença that I decided to wait to stop until I got there. You know, a lot of pilgrims continue on to Tui, but I was really excited to visit this town because I'd heard the fortress here was so cool. Even if you don't spend the night, make sure to take the alternate route on the Camino that goes through the fortress. That way you can still see it. This is so cool. So the city of Valença, the old town, is built inside of this fortress. So I'm walking through the gates to the fortress now. By the time I got into town, I was starving and had some time to kill, so I got the most dreamy lunch, got a Pilgrims menu, sat, enjoyed the afternoon, and then I checked into my albergue, which ended up being my favorite on this route. I'll include the link in the description below. And then in the afternoon, I spent some time exploring the fortress and just enjoying the spectacular views of the mountains, the river, and Spain across the way. That's all I have for now, folks. If you liked this video, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos on my journey along the Camino Portugués.